Meditation to meal delivery software that's used by popular apps such as the Calm app or Doordash are being sued for sharing personal information without consumers' consent. Now, with us more to talk about this is Justin Kloczko with Consumer Watchdog. Justin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thanks so much.
So, Justin, first of all, the apps themselves have not been sued. So explain how this affects people who use Doordash or the Calm app.
Sure, yeah. So, imagine you are using Calm and you're trying to meditate. You're trying to have this moment of solitude and what's happening is you're actually being tracked in real time because there is a code that these cloud computing companies, in this case, Twilio, have embedded in apps like Calm. And it allows for things like time-stamped geolocation to be collected according to this series of lawsuits. Mm-hmm. And users don't know this. They're not told this. Calm doesn't disclose this in their privacy policies. And it's a series of inferences that are basically, pipelined from your app, your scrolling habits to this cloud computing company, Twilio, that is the subject of these lawsuits, and that data can get everywhere.
So I guess one of the assumptions is when you have these apps, they are tracking you, but the third-party aspect of this, explain that difference. And this is what it's really targeting here, because I don't think many people think about the third party collecting your data more so than the app that you're using, such as Calm or Doordash.
Absolutely. You or I or many people watching, this doesn't enter their minds that there is this third party, set of eyes on you. And so in this case, Twilio and these software companies, get all this data. They are the third party, but they also have agreements, according to these lawsuits with things like Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok. And so your whole data profile, your whole sort of digital life is relayed to these companies, and that manifests in a number of ways. The ads you get, and the details that are kind of clean from you.
So let's start with the Calm app here. Third-party software knows someone's pretty intimate secrets here, things about how they're feeling. Tell us what it's collecting specifically on Calm.
Sure. So Calm will prompt you and be like, how are you doing today? And, some people will, it's common to say you're feeling anxious or you feel depressed. Right. And so, that detail is picked up by Twilio, for example. And they know that, and other companies get that information. So you could down the line see, getting advertisements for, various supplements that might help your mental health, or vacations, or prescription drugs, and you can be caught in this sort of consumer buying echo chamber, just because you told this app that you were depressed.
And then on Doordash now, the third-party software uses is collecting people's eating habits, and so you have data that's going to Doordash, and then data that's going to this other company as well, correct?
Yeah, Doordash, very popular app. I think it has about 7 million monthly users. They collect geolocation, as is asserted in this lawsuit by the Edelson firm in Chicago. But yeah, and that's geolocation. People really zero in on that. That's a big one. And not just your location, but very precise location, like the time you were somewhere or doing this or clicked on this in the app as well.
So collecting all that data, they can pretty much paint a picture of you using data collected from that app, another app that you use. Do we know if this is even legal to do or illegal at this point?
So the lawsuits, these are 3 lawsuits filed against 3 cloud computing companies, and they're alleging it's illegal under California and federal wiretapping laws, as well as California's Invasion of Privacy Act. A lot of apps collect data and it gets sold, and that's not a surprise, but you got to be told about it so you can opt out of it if you want. And that's the big issue here.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Is there any way right now, if you're on these apps, to opt out of sharing any of your data with the app company, app maker itself, or third party that's used to run that app?
Yeah, California has a first-in-the-nation data privacy law called the California Consumer Privacy Act, and you have the right to say no to your data being collected directly by you, as well as by data brokers. And so you should be able to find on their apps, on their websites, a way to opt out. It's as simple as sending an email or following a series of prompts. But Californians should be able to do that.
It's just this rabbit hole here. You have one app collecting information, then the other software on the app collecting information. It is just stunning the amount of information that's being collected about the American public. Justin, we want to thank you so much with Consumer Watchdog for this insight into this lawsuits, these 3 lawsuits that are going through the courts right now. We appreciate your time.
Thanks so much.
All right.